Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back. It's time for some potentially catastrophic gameplay. But look, here's the thing. If we get through the Lost Island in one piece, I am very confident that we will succeed in Shangri-La. But it's kind of a big if. Let me just, for my own sake, for my own peace of mind, let's just run back through. People have some gear on, we have, like, you know, this is pretty good armor, or this is pretty good gear for Expedition 4, I think. Yeah, we're as ready as we're getting. Let's do it. So we're gonna try to go for the Raptor Queen, because I want to get the Living Crystal. The best thing we can possibly do is hit the Living Crystal. Oh, Victor has prepared so many possible tactics for this situation, and it turns out, all other situations. If we lose right here on the first encounter, that would certainly tell us something about our strategy so far. So these guys are weak against Impress. That's not going to work out well for them. So we want to open up with a... Can she get over to hit this guy? Yeah, okay. We're going to... oops. Let's have you move up here. We're going to open up with the stun because the stun puts us... I mean, obviously because it's a stun. But also because the stun puts us in Devious, giving us a bonus to our friendly abilities. And then we're going to see just how hard... Oh, she can definitely take these guys down. So she's going to blow this guy up with her incredible puppy eyes. Yeah, that's lovely. Absolutely fantastic. They have 30 armor. They are somewhat resistant to Enrage. But obviously, it's still worth it to land one. We might honestly just have Hildegard blow this guy up. I'm trying to think. If I end up aggressive, like if I do double aggressive attacks to bring down this guy. Yeah, there's no reason not to do that. So double aggressive attacks puts this guy down, for sure. And then my question is... us being in aggressive mode, does Hildegard killing this guy with Impress create enough friendly points to push friendly as our dominant mode? And I don't think it does. Let's test. Let's do a little science, shall we? This is the whole reason we brought her here. I think the extra points we get from being currently aggressive should be enough to keep aggressive. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Hildegard is going to be the core of our strategy here. God, we are getting so much renown. We do indeed need to head there fairly quickly. Hildegard happens to know some things about biology. And so we get a small number of research tokens. Neat. Victor dwells a bit too deep in the sleep mist and falls unconscious. The crew picks him out. Now what to do with Victor? Well, obviously, we scribble on his face. What else do you do with somebody? So, I'm not 100% sure how different the Lost Island is. It's been quite a long time since we were last here, and I definitely never saw that node that we just hit before. I'm not 100% sure I saw that chickens one before either. It may be that there's some content here that we haven't put on camera yet. And I'm playing by myself since the Shangri-La update. I've only done Shangri-La as a final encounter. So we may see a new thing or two here. Alright, lots of rewards for going aggressive. That's nice. I mean, obviously, the rewards that we bring are going to keep us aggressive at all times. So let's... I mean, I hate to do this, but let's just blow up some dogs. Right, we just have these two put us in aggressive mode. Have Hildegard bring down that guy. You know what? Let's just play it super, super safe. Oh, I didn't think that was going to down him. We'll be fine. That's fine. That's not going to affect us too much. This guy actually seems to be a little bit tougher, maybe? I don't think we're going to get him in one. Okay, he gets one attack. That's fine. Just can't wait to hurl yourself bodily at a 14-year-old girl, huh? Don't think we don't know about your type. Alright, so Earl has higher attack. Let's see if Earl can finish off this, The other thing I like about Shangri-La is that you don't have to fight dogs. I just don't like fighting dogs in video games. I'd go so far as to say I've had enough. I've had enough of having to fight dogs in video games. Hildegard is still the one with the highest defenses, although not by that much, at least when we're talking about armor. Victor is pretty close. Do I want to do Inspiring Attack, despite the fact that our health's not really low? Just to get Inspire on people, just to get confidence? I don't think so. I think we're about to take damage from these dogs. Let's save up the, save it up and use it as a heal rather than just using it as an Inspire buff. How are they really going for her? Didn't you hear the things I was just saying about how she's, like, well-armored? What are you thinking, man? Alright. With the Earl's experimentation having charged up, we should, yeah, be able to do quite a lot of damage with it. And I'm just gonna go for the... If this doesn't hit, it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay. The dogs are immune to... Impress. Wow. You know who doesn't have a ton of armor? Is Earl. So Earl's actually going to do this. He's going to run as far away from that guy as possible. Alright. So if this works like the last one, we should be able to soften him up pretty well with Hildegard and then finish the job with Victor. It was just as impressive the second time. Okay, so we have to be very careful in these fights. We have to be very careful about Victor's positioning against speech-focused enemies. And we have to be very careful with Earl's positioning against physical attack-focused enemies. I will say that this, I think, is definitely, by a large margin, the weakest crew that I have ever run through the Lost Island. Just, you know... Let's not climb the volcano. The benefits of climbing the volcano are small. Alright, we'll have to go through here. Oh, the crew's still curious about Victor's military past. Yeah, Hildegard. Ask questions. How did he earn that special rapier? He would really rather not talk about it, but hey, here's 10 renown. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to get this. 79. Boy, it would suck so much if we failed this. I really want to save the tools. Hildegard losing 25% speech would be so bad, but a treasure would be really nice. Hildegard, go for it. Oh, I feel bad. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't have clicked on that. Alright. So remember, every treasure we get is a treasure hunt token, which is a big deal for us. Also, yay, collect. Alright, so I think there's basically nothing we could draw, yeah, that would prevent me from playing Dangerous Engineer. Okay, and then Renowned Researchers. Next expedition, we might actually be able to get 450 from it. And I would feel pretty good about that. 450 is a pretty good value from a single card. So he's on 5 Engineer right now. Not, not too shabby. Alright, here we go. What fiend will I face next? The very idea that there could be horrifying enemies around has given him attack. And I have to wonder, given that, why doesn't he get that all the time? Why doesn't he have, Why doesn't he have this bonus bravery all the time? Okay, so we have a sharpshooter, 2 dogs, and 2 of these guys. It's not the easiest group of enemies ever. This space isn't actually in range of that guy. He's 3 spaces off of it. So they're going to be coming at us with physical attacks for the most part. Which means we have to be careful how we position. Earl needs to stay safe. So we can kill this guy, I'm sure. We'll have to endure attacks from the dogs and this guy, but we probably won't get her. It'll take her another turn to get in range, probably. And then next turn we can use Earl's stun. I'm just trying to figure out where Earl stands. He has to be safe, so I think here. And we're going to open with the friendly. Actually... Oh, when she's standing next to them, she debuffs them enough that it... Yeah. I feel dumb. I should have known that. And that means that Earl no longer can physically attack. Which means that we have an armor penalty. Because Victor also can't get close enough to anybody to attack. Shoot. If I throw this out and it hits nobody at all, does it still push my thing over? Aw. Oh, I feel really dumb. I made a big mistake. Oh boy. Alright, we might put some resolve on this. I guess we do have 8. That's not the end of the world. And you, I guess, just... she's not the one who really needs it. But there's no reason not to throw the confidence out. Okay, so if nobody goes down, which I think is fairly... Yeah. I don't think that other dog... Oh, no, it looks like he is in fact going for Victor. Dodge, Victor! Yeah. I totally did everything in my power to make that happen. Alright, and you are, of course, afflicted with the only thing that would be really, really horrible for you to have at this moment. So, you can't move to a place where you can hit both the dogs. Alright, how much damage do you do to this guy? That's enough to... Yeah, let's just take down a dog. I was trying to figure out a way where I get to use Earl's sting to maximum effect. I get to use Earl's experimentation, that is, to maximum effect. But let's stop trying to be ridiculous and just take the kills that are available to us. So we still have a stun. Ow. I think this is a good time for cheer, probably. Alright, she has 20 armor. It's a very slightly better target. Alright, let's drop this on her. I could just throw the stun out, but I think I'm gonna try to bring her down quickly and also put us in grit mode. Yeah, we should be able to get her here. He would have had to have rolled absolute minimum damage in order for her to stay up. Okay, and now victory is assured. Without losing any more resolve. And holy crap, do I need to be a little bit more careful here in one of the hardest areas in the entire game. You know what? We'll just stun him. And we'll spend a couple of turns hacking away at him. Or do I just bring him down now? We have 6 points aggressive, 1 point friendly. Yeah, you know what? Just finish him. That guy was puzzled with a great deal of enthusiasm. You don't usually see those two things together. Alright, so I think Earl should be able to get this done. 5 supplies. I'm pushing my luck. Oh god, we're gonna pay for it. 83% my ass. God. Okay. So if we do this, we lose 20 armor. Our boss fight is going to be probably mostly us taking speech damage. I cannot believe how bad that failed check was. Holy crap. I think that a loss of speech defense would be horrible. Like, really bad. A loss of armor is less bad, but if I tool this and pass it, I really love those supplies. Am I dead if I fail this? How's everybody's speech defense? 83, 52, 22. Earl would go to 37, which is not great. Hildegard would still be fine. And Victor would probably get one shot some amount of the time. This is a tough one. Do we need the supplies? Probably not, right? But we gotta take the chance to get out of here without a penalty to any defense. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm allowed to just try that again. Alright, well. We just lost. I think it's very likely that we just lost. Treasure hunt tokens aren't worth nearly enough renown to make up for this renown, but a big chunk of gold would be awfully useful. We'll be fine. We're going to get so many encounter tokens. If we survive, we'll be just fine. I don't think we're going to survive anymore. That was a brutal amount of defense we just lost, like really huge. We are screwed. Alright, let's solve a mystery. Okay, so that's over there. This is the one we need. Very close by. Okay, so obviously we want to take kind of a roundabout path to get to the end. Wait, did I just lose a supply? For what? We gotta take that. That's very important to us. I have no idea why I just lost a supply. Okay, so the huge abundance of places where you can't go even though the nodes are next to each other, and the twos leading all out of here, make me really sad that we didn't manage to get the supplies from either of those checks. Hildegard, find a cool thing. Yay, a discovery and a treasure hunt. That's pretty nice. This is a survivalist check, so we could potentially get a discovery token, but we definitely can't pass it, so... Alright. An encounter? Let's see what's up. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. If we had managed to get here earlier, before the fog was lifted, this could result in a treasure. It cannot result in a treasure anymore. I'm pretty sure you have to do the dog thing first, and then you can do the raptor and dog thing and get a treasure. So instead, let's just beat up some enemies. So the green raptors are terrifying. Everything's really far away, but also really fast. So there's no way for us to get a stun on more than one enemy, but the enemies will definitely be able to hit us no matter what. And, on top of that, joy of joys, Hildegard can only get in range of this guy. So this is literally the worst possible way this encounter could have started. These guys are immune to... yeah, they're immune to the thing that Hildegard could use to hit him from there. Shoot, man. We will at least be able to take advantage of going friendly and then, like, using experimentation to go aggressive. I think we almost have to just, like, back off up and to the left here. No, backing off up and to the left isn't going to prevent us from getting hit. Let's just go hard left. Do what we can. So, like... no, we are so doomed. Alright. So this will get us out of range of those guys on the right, at least. Making Earl confident and then having him fire. Alright. That's good. And then I guess we use Dance, because there's no reason not to, really. Alright, get a little bit extra defenses. Yeah, we're gonna have a very, very hard time fighting the Raptor Queen with our defenses so low. The enemies are getting really good at making sure to, like, spread out and always stand in ways that I can't get 2 stuns. Earl can down a dog for sure. No, he cannot. But if Hildegard were adjacent... yeah, if I run Hildegard over adjacent to these dogs, Earl can take one down with his Enrage. And Victor can maybe deal with the other one? Not really. Shoot, man. Alright, well, I think this is still the right play. So Earl runs up here. Tries desperately to get rid of this dog. He's not going to do nearly enough damage. Does Hildegard have an attack that's going to hit this guy hard enough for him to go down to Peace Treaty, maybe? Because we have Peace Treaty available, and it will finish off that dog. Let's go ahead and do it. Nothing quite gets there. I guess this has a small chance. If she rolled maximum damage, that might have been sufficient. I'm actually not sure. So now we get attacked 3 times. If they spread it out, it shouldn't be a problem. And Victor and Hildegard both still have the defensive buff from Dance. Okay. Obviously pretty far from ideal, but we can get some work done now. So do I have to cheer, or would it be better to just do Inspiring Strike? 120, man. Oh, we can probably actually get a stun off here, like a good stun. Yeah, so this will stun the dino and take out the dog. We may as well just have Hildegard go cheer. Alright, and then I think we start in on this dinosaur, because it sort of doesn't matter who we... Oh, they're weak to Confident. That's actually pretty convenient. Yeah, it doesn't matter who we attack, we wouldn't be able to kill them this turn, so... if we could down one dinosaur this turn, it would be a bad idea to attack the stunned one. Bam. would be a bad idea to attack the stunned one, because then we'd be sort of wasting the stun. It would have meant that we should have stunned the other dinosaur. Here, it didn't matter because we were so far off of being able to get it done. Alright. Where are we? 7, 4, 1. Okay, so it doesn't matter how Hildegard gets him, just get him. Alright. Well, we managed to get out of that without losing a resolve. Oh, we're gonna lose extra supplies all the time because of the Land Delver? Oh, that sucks. This is definitely the way to go here. We're aggressive so much, and Peace Treaty is actually quite good. Okay, I guess we have to go straight for the exit, because even if we go here and win the fight, we're going to lose the point of supplies immediately anyway. That's a new wrinkle that I do not care for. Obviously, it would be a lot less bad if we hadn't completely failed to pass any checks at the Land Delver. So we're actually going to leave here with a pretty bad... Yeah, okay, nobody in our party has any speech defense left. Fantastic. Alright, we gotta do this. Okay, let's investigate. It's the force field. All crew members gain... This crew member becomes wounded. Was that the penalty for failure before? Alright, we have 2 tools. We can use them on the next 2 checks as long as we don't fail the first one. Okay. Tool to check. 92%. Please pass. Okay, everything's fine. Man, we would be getting so much plus percentage from our speech defense if it wasn't all screwed up. Yeah, we're 60 points of speech defense down. We'd be at 77% on this. Well, I don't have a good feeling about this roll. Oh, looks like my lack of good feeling was unwarranted. Also, screw you, game. Combined speech defense 32. We're taking it, but I'm not happy about it. What is everybody's... Is there a way to see... We've lost 15 and 40. So that's 55, 70, 110, 125. So that would be 500 renown. That's 500 renown that we lost because of the dice rolls, basically. That's incredibly frustrating. And we are definitely in a lot of trouble here. So as for whether this is going to be some insane record-setting run, no, it turns out no, it's not. Okay, so we learned in the past, even with a really good crew, we cannot attempt to control the spawns. The enemies are too numerous and have too much health and hit too hard. We have to just blitz the boss, and if blitzing the boss doesn't work, then you lose. These guys have 120 health, and they're standing on the only spaces, basically the only spaces of not difficult terrain between us and the boss, so that we can't possibly get out of range of these raptors. No, we totally can. He only has 4 move, not 5, so as long as we all move forward, we'll be kind of okay. So these guys are going to hit us. These are aggressive raptors. We need armor in front, which is not Earl. Just everybody who's not Earl. Alright, Hildegard goes first, because she can distribute her aura better that way. Alright, we have to do this. This has to happen so we don't get hit from behind. And then we have to focus on this guy. Unfortunately, there's no weaknesses for us to take advantage of in speech. But if we can land this... Of course we can't. Never mind. Man, what are we gonna do? And they're resistant to the only thing that Hildegard's good at. Alright, well, we lower the attack of one of them, and then also shoot him since his health is lower. But, like, we can't afford to use the stun on just one. We have to save the stun for in a turn or two when the fight is considerably more grouped up. Oh, they switched to Devious so that they would have a range attack, right? Shit. Everybody in our party is almost dead already, basically. If we use Earl to get Victor up, move to here and get Victor up, then Hildegard can cheer Earl. But that we just lose. We'll get hit 8 times next turn. Hildegard has to not be sad. And we have to not lose. I guess Earl plays Sacrifice. Earl moves here, wakes up Victor. Hildegard runs up here, bombs the queen. Yeah, she has to basically just run as far north as possible. Bomb the queen super hard with Impress. And Victor has to probably spend his turn making her confident so that she doesn't have the speech penalty from sadness. Or no, Victor's got to be able to do more damage than that with an attack or something. But like Earl, we don't have time to heal Earl. Healing Earl doesn't solve any of our problems, so we have to just kind of ignore him. Sorry, Earl. God, that does very little damage. So Victor goes to here and hits her, which solves the sadness problem. And also deals damage and also gives Earl some health. Do remember, when you res somebody, you get a big defense bonus for a couple of turns. So that might help. That might help in some way. Are you kidding me? Boy, I don't know that our luck could go any worse. So the queen still has like 300 health left then. Yeah, and because our defenses are all screwed up, we're taking well over half of our health from each attack. Well, I mean, to a certain extent, in a way, and this is as much blame as I'm willing to accept, in a way this is my fault for taking the chance when I could have just taken the armor penalty and moved on. But also, I did the thing that's going to be right the largest percentage of the time. Yeah, we're losing 2 party members per turn. We're losing 2 party members per turn, and they're still having extra attacks. We can't damage them in any meaningful way. Ah. This is such a frustrating way to lose. Well, this is going to do good damage at least. We're going out swinging. $166. It's possible that we could have won this, I think. the map generated in the way that was worst for us of all the different ways that it could have generated. What a disappointing ending. The Queen's Pack answers her call. You know what we needed is more raptors. Yeah. So we lost that one at the Land Delver. Once we failed that first roll, I think there was maybe not a way out of that anymore. If we had passed the second roll, things would have been better, but still pretty bad. Well, that is a frustratingly anticlimactic ending. I suppose that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm annoyed that there was no way for me to sort of like play my way out. I could have used a tool on the roll, right? I could have taken that 87% to 100%, but that is not statistically the right thing to do. Right, it could have been right in a particular situation, but if you run that situation a million times, it's going to be wrong far more often than it's right. It's just frustrating that we ended up in that smaller percentage. But more than that, I'm bummed about that episode. Like, I'm bummed about your guys' experience way more than my own. So I may see if I can do something. I may see if I can fix this up. Okay, so here's what I did. I went and played a game, got to a pretty similar place, because I thought that was a terrible way to leave things. So let's talk about the differences real quick. Number one, my treasures played out a little bit differently. Not that differently. We still have the Amazing Titan. We still have the Celtic Horned Helmet, both of which I think are pretty important to the thing we're doing here. You'll notice I did get a little bit more in the way of discovery tokens, but then 4 discovery tokens was not an option on the Sekhmet mask. It was treasure hunts or secrets, and I took the treasure hunts, obviously. So we're at, with the 2 research trees completed, obviously the bonus from engineering, we're at 1.68 times the base renown value. You can see we've unlocked observations just like last time. We're in a very similar place scientifically. We have 12 insight. We don't have as much XP on our people, and there just were so few battles on both of the Caribbean and the Egypt map. Spawned so few battles. I'm a little frustrated about that. Hildegard is nowhere near having puppy eyes, which I think is going to be a big detriment. Like, honestly, we're 12 XP off of puppy eyes. She has to take every roll, and there's a possibility we won't have it in time for the boss fight. Like, that's how bad this got. But we had a little bit more money to play with. We were able to get her a better class of speech book. You can see she's at 6 naturalist, 4 diplomat. Not a very effective rainbow, because she only has 5 types of perks in total. And 2 of those are from her trinkets. But we're getting there on the 2 things that we wanted. Victor has made it to 5 tactician. Earl is on 4 points of engineer. And we played Victor's campfire card 1 expedition earlier this time around. We need this very badly. I was really hoping not to have to play etiquette course to be able to just play better stuff, but the hand I had on the last expedition was so bad. But so we should see, I believe, the conclusion of Victor's campfire story during this expedition, and I don't remember what happens when it concludes, but that could be helpful. Anyway, let's get out there. I feel like we're less prepared than we were last time, but hopefully we'll have some better luck, and that'll make up for it. Honestly, we're gonna have a harder time with combat until we get to Puppy Eyes. Also, Victor doesn't actually have Inspiring Strike, but he'll get it from this battle. And I just spilled Mountain Dew on myself. Fantastic. That's a level of professionalism that you rarely see these days. Dear Earl, please figure this out. We need the stuns. We need the stuns much more than we did last time. Alright, we still got a pretty powerful Hildegard attacking a guy who is weak against the things she does, so... There you go, 139. When we get those puppy eyes going, that's going to be serious. Alright, and then I guess we just shank one of them. Or it's probably better to set up the enrage. I never noticed that, like, really upset Roger before. That's the only thing they know how to say. They're they're clearly being bred in some kind of cloning tank, right? So, just like last time, Victor is using his rapier, and Earl has the gloves that do bonus damage to enraged people. So I actually probably should have seen what Earl was going to do here first. Although, again, he doesn't have his engineer attack bonus, so his stats are actually kind of bad right now. He only has 44 attack. Oh, right, he has bonus attack from being from when we're in aggressive as well. All right. Once again, we're in kind of the same place defensively that we were last time, which is not my favorite place to be. But hey, if everybody wants to focus on Hildegard for a little while, that'd be cool. Wow, 27 damage when they're not enraged. We gotta get that campfire card. 12 extra attack is significant. Alright, Victor. So I honestly don't know if it's better for him to pick up a 2nd point of Diplomat or a 6th point of Tactician. And there's no reason for him to be Diplomat too, right? Let's just go really deep. If we hit a check that cares about Tactician, we're gonna be so set. Well, this will replenish some supplies, and it has a 0-point trail coming out of it. Remember, most of the nodes are not that good until the fog lifts. Let's go this way. Oh, here we go. Victor, please tell me about your past. This is not a cool thing to do. You should not make people tell you about their traumatic events. Okay, so we did pick up 5 armor and 10% speech power. Okay. That's not awesome, but it's not terrible. Oh man, it's dog time. It's not the good dog encounter, though. Right? This isn't the training facility. No, this isn't the training facility. Whatever, we're stabbing people no matter what. Let's get to shanking. Hold on, is this the training facility? No, it's just a guy playing with his dogs. Okay, so these dudes have a lot of health. Don't tyrannize him. You know what? You're not the boss of me. So tyrannize is when we're... There's a thing here that tells us. Sorry. Mood basics? No. There's a list. Open the mood reference. Moods if they are friendly. Yeah, tyrannizing is when we're devious and they're friendly. Sorry, I wish I knew how to get to that faster. So that really didn't do that much damage. I mean, it did 40 damage. It just has a lot of health. So I think what we do is we have Earl use... Oh no, it's actually not enough to push him into being enraged, even. Maybe we stay friendly for a turn? Is that reasonable? No, we should go aggressive. The dogs are perfectly fine fighters in aggressive mode. I'm pretty sure these dudes are not. Wow! It actually is. It is pretty cool that he can blow smoke in the shape of a $sign. Even if he forgot to, you know, he made it so the $sign's facing forward to him instead of to us, which is a real rookie mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna Inspiring Strike here just to clear the Impressed off of those two. I'm not 100% sure that we needed it yet, but... So how fast are the dogs? The dogs will be able to reach everybody, actually. And they hit fairly hard. We have 25 armor, 55 armor, and 54 armor. I think I just let them come. I don't think there's a lot to do here. So... How are we going to hurt this guy? He's not really he's not vulnerable to anything. Which is frustrating. He has very little armor. I mean, I guess we'll spend a turn setting him up. And I will not make the mistake this time of having Hildegard blow his state of mind so far positive that he can't be enraged. Alright, 48. Not bad, considering. Once we get Earl's Campfire card, he will hit, he'll hit enraged people so hard. I don't think I care that Hildegard is impressed anymore. Oh, no, the dogs are still going friendly. I'm surprised by that. Given that we went aggressive, I expected them to follow suit. Okay, well that's interesting. So can we get this... Oh man, this dude is tough. If we enrage the dog... Okay, this way the experimentation will be able to take care of the dog. It will bring the guy pretty low. Low enough that Hildegard could finish him off, maybe. I don't want to run Hildegard down to the other side. Oh, let's just... Yeah, this'll work. I don't want to run Hildegard down here and attack from the safest position because she's the one with all the defenses. Even if both the dogs hit her, there's no way they bring her down. Right? Yes, okay. She's at about 20. The dogs are doing a really good job of splitting up to make my stun less effective than it might otherwise be, which is frustrating. They do only have 50 health, though. Alright, so we'll stun the other one. Take this one down. Oh, another thing that's really important. Something that's different, that matters a lot. You may have noticed already, I only have 3 resolve. I had some stuff go pretty wrong in, in a couple of places. And yeah, we have very little margin for error here. So... That's, we have to safeguard our health very carefully. You know, it just didn't sit right that the expedition built up looking so good, and then it failed in such an anticlimactic way. Not even like getting beaten in combat or anything, but just a bad roll leading to a bad roll leading to death. It felt really bad. Oh, I believe this treasure is not available anymore after you lift the fog, so let's go get it. We should be, yeah, even better at it than we were last time. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 92% roll. I know. I know that it's not safe. You can't just be like, oh, 92, that's a high number. Oh, right. Actually, we wanted to head out anyway because we wanted to hold for this. Earl, get badass. So, how are we doing XP-wise? Hildegard is 2 battles or rolls off of having puppy eyes. Do I want to try to delay this? Because this battle is fairly difficult. This battle would be easier. We'll get there through this node. It might be the Hidden Horde. Yeah, it wasn't. But it could have been. You know, we gotta take chances. We gotta be very careful which chances we're taking. We gotta take chances. Okay. So this is the one. This encounter has a special option. If you're, I don't remember if it's a very high sharpshooter squads. We're still doing it. This is gonna be fairly difficult, actually. Well, we definitely fall back and like gang up on this dude first. I know this isn't very much damage, but mostly the point is setting up the bonus damage from friendly abilities. That's actually... okay. I was gonna say, the roll looked like it might actually not bring him down. Also, I should have moved Hildegard over there first. That was a mistake. Because her speech defense subtraction aura would have been as good for Earl's attack as it was for her own. Alright. So is there anything else I want to do here? Do I want to wait another... I mean, we're waiting another turn. Does this guy have a ranged attack? I actually don't know. I think what we might want to do is take up position on the healing spaces and try to fight from these. Well, there's no reason not to buff Hildegard up, right? She probably won't be physical attacking, but maybe she will. She did, you know, a couple battles ago, and it was pretty effective. Victor's got the weak speech defense, remember? Okay, so we can stun these two guys, and I think there's no way there's another action that's better than this. All right, so do we just soften this nerd up and then go hard on him next turn? Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to have Hildegard attack, in fact, as long as this lands. Because I don't think he's going to quite bring Victor down if he attacks. I don't need to cheer. Right? Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm good. 55. Not bad, not bad. Okay. His devious attack is 2 space range. That is totally worth noting. Alright, so now that you're a little weakened, let's go for this. Set everybody back to full health, basically. You get to shoot this man in the face. 111 damage. That's the place we're in. Alright, I think these guys are going to go to aggressive. They do like to be aggressive. If they don't go to aggressive, we could be in some trouble, depending on who they choose to target. Also, man, puppy eyes. We really need puppy eyes. Okay. They're going after Hildegard, that's a good sign. I don't think they can one-shot the others. Earl's speech defense is totally good, and also he's specifically resistant to Terrify. Okay. Well, we got through that. That's actually a relatively difficult encounter, those 4 guys together. And we got through that without a scratch. But again, a big part of how this works has to do with the terrain. We got very favorable terrain generation this time. It's possible. Oh no, they're going to alert a sharpshooter squad. Okay, let's get out of here. So can I find one more battle to engage in? Oh, it doesn't have to be a battle, it just has to be a check. We'll do this. I know that we, oh no, it doesn't let us specify... Damn it. And there's no checks or anything to make anywhere around here. Alright, we better just head back. This sucks, though. Yeah, it's too much fog. The fog's covered all the encounters. Alright, well, we'll get puppy eyes from this. Okay, here we go. The battle, I'm confident we can win. The checks afterward, I'm a little nervous about. And we really do have to save our tools. Like, the checks at the lake are so hard. So, if I move Hildegard... Hildegard's gonna attack this guy. If I move her, can I get all 3 of them? No, I cannot. It's still probably worth the stun. So, like... I don't like that he has to stand up front to do this stun, and he's gonna get bit by that dog with him having such low health, but I don't really have an option. So how do I want to end this? Alright, if I open this way, do a friendly attack, then an aggressive attack to finish the guy off, we'll end in provocative with the bonus grit. I think that's the right move. Do I finish this guy off? Yeah, there's nothing Victor can do that's more valuable than that. Alright, so Earl gets bit by a dog, probably. Oh, okay. We had all the bonus grit, there was a chance it didn't happen. And then Earl backs up. And Victor comes in and shanks somebody with Inspiring Attack, obviously, the one that he can down. How much is that heal for? 23? Okay, puts Earl right back in a good place. And then we can bring this guy down with Hildegard and Earl's attacks. And Victor is a fine frontliner. Especially because when standing in difficult terrain, he gets plus 10 armor. This cover ability is not listed anywhere, I don't think, but I think all of the fighters have it. That's something that they could communicate ahead of time. Oh, the violence. Ow, that hurt. Earl really ate it on that. I think Hildegard's gonna cheer, obviously. And Earl can set that lady up for the hard goodbye this coming turn. Alright, well, this one okay. Ooh, she did manage to get all three of us. Nope, Earl dodged. Haha. But yeah, like, we don't have quite as many tools for fighting as we did last time. We've managed to catch Victor and Hildegard up to roughly the point that they were at before, but we still don't have Earl having the, what do you call it? This, armor burner. And we're very far off of it. He'd have to get 8 XP gains. I don't know why all the XP... Everything you do in this game gives you XP in 2s. Why didn't they just reduce all the values by 2? It's weird. Let's approach this with engineering caution. 73%. Push some buttons and get lucky is not a real option. You know what? This is so important. This is more important than getting the living crystal, because if we fail this, we will probably lose. Whereas if we fail the living crystal thing, we just don't get the crystal. And this means we can't tool until the last check at the lake. Alright. Get that while it's playing its very slow little cutscene here. So the best thing, of course, would be to try to get Earl to max level before the final fight, because that ability could be really useful. Alright, the Anti-Explorer leader is the one that generated super far away. That's nice. Okay. So we haven't seen the boss fights at all, the other 2 boss fights at all, since they did the patch that increased their difficulty. Right, I forgot about this. Double time. So does this node actually have supplies at it now? Oh, right, we'd have to pass this check. We did not get the gain a discovery token when passing a survivalist check treasure this time, so... let's ignore that. Cut through here to get the treasure. Quick Thinker, Survivalist, Athlete, Tactician. Obviously, we'll send the guy with 6 levels of Tactician. Make that clever trap. He almost got to 100%. Almost. Alright, we really can't, like... We're cutting it so close, I don't think we can afford failures. Wow. These are still not very good odds. I'm going to take this one. We can't afford to use the tool, and yeah, wow. Alright, game. Well, that sucks. Not only did we not get the treasure, but we lost a bunch of defenses again. Okay, at least those nodes are worth a lot now. So there's not really any way for us to get the battles. He needs 3 more XP gains. We can go here and then here. And have him roll a check somewhere. Yeah. I think it's worth going for it. Minus 10 speech defense. God damn it. His speech defense is super low too. Or no, it's not. His is not that bad. Alright, we need the XP. I'm going to take the possibility. Man, maybe something's happened and all of the probability values are inverted. things that are unlikely to pass. Oh no, this is the dog training thing. This is what happens when you don't read the text. This is totally the dog training place. If we had beaten this friendly earlier, we could get a treasure here now. Although honestly, I don't know that it would be worth it. It's renown. It would be more renown than what we're gonna get now, but it would not necessarily be better for us, considering that we need the supplies to make it to the boss fight. As these guys are weak against that. Alright, so she'll be able to take him down next turn. And Victor can just come over here and pump Earl up. I have to say, I had to do a couple of runs. Not a couple, several runs to get some approximation of what our party was at when we got here the first time. And I have to say, the randomness, except for on the final island, the randomness actually worked out in our favor, like, a lot on the run that was actually on camera. Things went really, really well for us, and it was difficult to get a run where things went anywhere near that well again. Alright, I think we're all just falling back. I think Earl's not going to do anything of value this turn. We're going to make them come to us a little bit. I mean, Earl can probably one-shot that dog, right? Is he in range of that raptor? He is. Yeah, if I do this, he's just going to get destroyed. Make them come to us. Because he'll get the dog, but then he'll get attacked twice, and with his defenses, he seriously might die. Alright, so Earl takes out one dog. Probably. Or, yeah, let's do this. Oh, wow. My plan there was to do that and have Hildegard take down one dog and Victor take down the other, but, okay, that'll work. That was a pretty good damage roll. I have to say, I am less than sanguine about what's about to happen here. I think this boss fight is going to be very, very difficult, and we're much less likely to get the treasure than we were last time, due to only being able to tool one of the rolls. Whew. 18 whole damage. Look at him. I'm making fun of this poor dinosaur. I don't feel good about that. He just wanted to be friends. Yeah, I kind of think we may have needed the 2 points of supplies we got from doing that aggressive twice. So 1, lose 1. We'll be at 2 after this, because we'll gain 1 here. Then we go here and lose 1. We might take a hunger penalty here, but then we'll be out. And the Earl will be at max level. And I mean, it is still possible. A hunger penalty can be meaningless. You can get, like, minus grit on someone who has no grit already or something. I think it's worth going for at least. So we got 2 over there. Oh no, not you. You. It didn't fire the first time I clicked. All right. So what are these guys weak against? They're only weak against Sad and Terrify. That sucks. And we can't get anywhere near that guy, but he can get to us. It's all flat ground here, and it's all rough terrain over here. Well, I don't want to do this then. I mean, I think it's still right just to have her run over here and do her thing. She does a lot of damage. Even against enemies who are not specifically weak to what she's doing, she does a lot of damage. And then Victor can just go here. Actually, Victor should go further. Because Victor's the one with the low speech defense, this guy can move to here, and then the devious attack has a 2-space range. They'll have to hit Hildegard, and Hildegard has like 80 speech defense or something. Yeah, that's not so bad. And then we can drop the very injured one, no question. How many of these guys can I get in the explosion? Oh wow! The explosion's not actually big enough to finish him off. That's crummy. I wonder if Peace Treaty will work. It will. It will leave them in a state that I'd rather not leave them in. That's alright, we'll correct it. Because we have to. So, Earl moves forward and enrages this guy to drop him back out of Excite. And she uses Impress, obviously. Actually, you know what? If we both hit this guy, I think he'll die. Yeah, I think we can bring him down. I do not want to end the turn aggressive. I thought very hard about firing a bullet there, and then realized what an incredibly dumb thing that would be to do. Ooh, now it's looking pretty good, though. Ooh. He has good speech defense, too. These guys just do a lot of damage. These raptors are so tough. Right, he has 50, yeah. Okay, so... do I want to... I think I want her to be the one who takes the incoming attack so I don't move her. Alright, and then you... I kind of want Earl standing here. I want Earl to be closer to them than Victor is. No. Click. Okay. I want Earl to be closer to them than Victor is. Man, can we bring this guy down, actually? I can't get him enraged. Shoot. I actually don't think we're not going to be able to drop this raptor. We're going to have to endure 3 raptor attacks this coming turn. Raptors just have too much health. Alright, so we have to do enrage rather than attack, because we cannot have him be excited. That's a level of danger that is not acceptable. Alright, please, please, please don't everybody attack Victor. I do like the fact that they're charging him up, though. Give him that confidence. Out of curiosity, how much damage did she get? Yeah, not even close, jeez. This is 75 times speech power, and this 120 times... and then you get a second attack off of it. It's ridiculous. I wish that when you had these abilities, they would adjust the damage prediction to show you roughly what it will actually do, instead of just showing you the first hit. Well, I think it does make sense for her to lead with this. And then Earl, not quite able to get there. Wow. Next turn, we might be able to use experimentation to finish this guy off and injure the other guy at the same time, depending on how they choose to stand. Okay, he's going a long way around. Well, in order to dodge the double kill, which I think is what the idea there was, he did sort of prevent himself from attacking. Right, we're not anywhere close. It's actually not that far off. So we're on 2.5 points friendly, 7 points aggressive. Yeah, we can afford to just do this and make sure he goes down. The raptor is impressed by you animation is adorable. Alright, Earl should do quite a lot of damage here. Right, think about how good our damage is going to be if we can just survive this island and buy another big chunk of gear. Wow. Wow, that hurt. Here's what I think of that. Six encounter tokens. Not too bad. Oh, and the minus a supply event didn't fire, so we're actually not going to take a hunger penalty. Cool. Alright, armor stripping. Free treasure hunt token. I don't feel bad about that. So where are we at here? 46 collect, 3 treasure, 36 encounter. Yeah, that's a lot of money. We're going to be very well outfitted if we can just survive. We do only have 2 resolve. Okay, 99%. This next check we just have to hard pass though. '80's not that low. It helps that her speech defense isn't all screwed up, because speech defense does does factor into this. All right, come on, hit that 79. Oh yes, excellent. Okay, and now we get to duel the last check. Yeah, speech defense helps a lot on these. Please, oh, yes. All right. Look at all those tokens, man. Yeah, here we go. For each point of speech defense, 4 renown, combined 147. So I guess I'll just take the 300 renown plus the 580 renown. Okay, here we go. This is such a hard fight. And it's possible that I would have been better off going for one of the other battles instead. Just not take the... Alright. So we got slightly better terrain this time. We could stun these guys and just run. It sucks so much that they're strong against Impress, but the Queen isn't. She has 360 health. And we know that Hildegard can hit for like 100. We know that Earl can hit for like 100. We can do this. We just have to be very thoughtful. We are definitely going full speed in her direction, though. I think I just used the stun, buy some time. But we probably want to do a physical attack first, right? So that we stay in this mood. Because we don't want the Raptor Queen changing her strategy on us. Well, wait, so do I... Maybe a physical attack with Hildegard. Yeah. Physical attack with Hildegard, then do the stun thing, then have Victor move to here and buff Earl, so that Earl's at maximum strength going into the Queen. And Hildegard actually didn't do... Like, her damage is not bad, her physical damage. Alright, so that buys us a turn of not getting murdered. The raptors approach very quickly, although the queen might try to be sneaky and approach a little bit behind her friends. Let's see what happens here. Also, if we keep them aggressive, I made a big mistake last time because I was freaking out about how poorly things were going already. I made a big mistake last time in leading off Devious, which caused the raptors to fight deviously. If we leave them aggressive, they're not as good at ganging up on us because they have to actually get adjacent to hit us. So let's figure out where everybody goes. Like, I think we have to move Earl to here to make sure that he can get range. But I'm not a huge fan of that. This is rough terrain. So you get some bonus armor. Hildegard can't really contribute from here. Or from here, like... From here, what's going to happen is she might draw one attack. I think I would rather have her be here. Try to draw as much of the violence away from Earl's 30 armor as possible. Alright. I hate the fact that the Raptor Queen has grit. Having an attack miss because you failed a dodge roll is so frustrating. We want to strip her armor, right? This is going to pull her... This is tricky. I want to strip her armor even more. And it'll be okay damage. It'll set up a really good turn next turn. There's no way to get more than one other raptor in it. But I also want Hildegard to use her thing. And the first hit's going to put the Raptor Queen to here. The second hit's going to put her like over here. And we're not going to be able to get her back to being enraged. So I'm going to lead with the normal. Oh, you suck so much. That honestly... That's really bad. 2 in a row? Well, we didn't make it impossible for her to be enraged. I think that might have been the fight, though. We cannot afford to have that happen. They don't hit that hard. Earl, who has less health than anybody else, or less armor than anybody else, is not taking that much damage, so that's a good sign. And one of the ones who could have got adjacent to Earl, or one of the ones who got adjacent to Earl and took up a spot, used that to attack Hildegard, which is extra good for us. Okay, here comes the Queen's attack. She goes for Victor. Ooh. Alright, I think... I can get some of them now. I'm trying to think. Victor can Inspiring Attack here. So lowering the Queen's armor, and then getting Vic's Inspiring Attack off. He can drop one of the raptors. Oh man, maybe I have to. No. No. I'm not falling for that. Game's trying to confuse me. I learned my lesson. We must fight the boss. You cannot control the ads on this fight. Oh boy, do I still have to cheer? I'm so concerned about losing any renown at all. Because remember, this is not... If we get through this without losing renown, or if we get through this without losing the game, it's not over. We still have to go to Shangri-La. Oh, man. Victor will get attacked 3 times, possibly. He will get attacked 2 to 3 times. He only has 36 health. He will die if we don't cheer. Does he have any grit? No. But it's like the end of turn 2 and the Raptor Queen has taken 80 damage. He could die. I mean, he could die anyway, right? He only has 59 max health. If I cheer him and all 3 of them attack him, I think he still might die. No, let's play safe. Plus, doing this puts Hildegard in excited. Oh god, yep, that's gonna be bad. Because now they all get to attack. We can't bottleneck anymore when they have 2 space range. Oh boy. Please stop hitting her. Yeah, they're just gonna focus fire one by one, and they get 8 attacks now. There's 8 of them. Yeah, wow. So it turns out there was nothing I could have done. We were dead either way. Well, that's sort of good to know. I'll say, they said they increased the difficulty of the other 2 boss fights, but there's nothing they could possibly have done to the Tyrannosaurus fight to make it anywhere near as hard as this one, because you fight the Tyrannosaurus alone. I guess there is something they could have done, right? They could have added 8 raptors to the starting configuration. The Raptor Queen, I think, they still need to fix the Raptor Queen, and when I say fix the Raptor Queen, I mean probably remove 3 of the starting raptors. Would at least make it an interesting fight. As it is, your party has to be able to bomb damage onto the Raptor Queen so hard, so fast, because there's no way you can fight all the ads. Well, at least we know that it wasn't, you know, a one-off failure. We know this party legitimately just can't, after 3 expeditions of development, just cannot handle that. There's probably other ways to do this. We could have gone for the Raptor and probably would have had a better fight, or the T-Rex, and had a better fight against the T-Rex. It may be that I was greedy going for the Living Crystal. But, hopefully, you guys at least enjoyed the episode. Come back tomorrow. More Renowned Explorers stuff. If you have a suggestion, any particular thing that you'd like to see, please feel free. Leave it in the comments below. I always can always use more ideas. And we'll see you next time.